Hey guys, how's it going? It's Invicta TV here, but hold on, pause. Alright, so this is a match against Wish You Luck and Hokage, two members of Tier 1. I'm playing with my friend Yetzel, and we're both carrying both members of the team. I do want to say ahead of time, but that by the end of this game, my partner gets a couple, excuse me, my carry gets a couple kills. And let me double check real fast. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, my carry gets 3 kills and their carry gets 0 kills. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's continue into this play-by-play. And this is not a play-by-play to say, oh, look what I've done, I'm better than them. Never would I make that sort of comment unless I clearly was just better than them. But it's not worth making that comment to people that I know are good. And once you hit a certain bracket of a certain tier of play, once you've hit a certain threshold, it's all the time of day. It's all, hey, I beat so and so on Wednesday, but they beat me Saturday. And at the end of the day, none of it really matters until tournaments and game days and just who wins those and things like that. So far, I've got a good record here, and but none of that really matters. So let's all move past that together and focus on the educational value of this video. All right, let's continue. I am running Blink as well as Hokage. We basically have the same setup except a little bit different on our what's it called, on our recovery, armor, and agility. I did end up backing up from that challenge. There's no point challenging that. Unfortunately, my skip needs there on Wish. I knew to throw them there. I should have threw them right down at the ground before the stairs, because they bounced backwards at me because I hit the stairs. Now my teammates got one dead over there. I can blink away away from Wish right here and kill Hokage just in time. And now it's going to be basically what is essentially a 3v1 against Wish. I do over challenge here. I don't expect him to play so aggressive in this moment. He got a wide slide there. He ended up getting another big slide on Mateen, but Yetzel knew to play back, and Mateen is a carry, and Yetzel knew to play back and just go for the chip damage past that, and we ended up getting that round clutched out, which almost came back on that round, and that would have been disastrous. I did come back on the moment when I popped Hokage as he was reviving, because he was already weak. I blinked away from Wish, which is why I'm playing this class. I can get away from it. Look at the way they just team shot me there. I'm gonna go ahead and pause. That was really good play right there. That was super good play right there, where Hokage must have said, I don't know, I'm not on their side. Hokage must have said, they go orange boxes. I'm going to challenge orange boxes, team shot with me. And they almost got me. But my intention the entire time, before I peeked that corner, before I went to shoot Hokage, because I knew he'd probably challenge the same spot, and he almost got me last time, and I know he's a great shot with this. He's been playing this setup for a couple weeks. I've run into him a few times. Plus it's Mida, guys, so let's be honest, it's pretty easy to shoot with that thing. And I knew he was going to go for this shot, and I knew that I probably wasn't going to stay through for the kill unless I managed to get like 2 full hits before he got one on me. And so as soon as that didn't happen, I did go ahead and backpedal out, and it ended up saving my life because Wish was right there shooting with him. And if I had been going for the kill arrogantly, I would have definitely gotten killed by these skilled players. So that was great teamwork. It just didn't happen to work out because I preemptively knew I was not going to stay in for the full fight. And it just happened to be blind luck in that moment. I mean, it was definitely smart thinking, but it was blind. Like, my intention was not to dodge 2 people's shots. My intention was just to dodge one, and it ended up working out for the best. So moving forward, here we go. Hokage, I was sword peeking him there. I'm gonna go ahead and pause again right here at 111. I was using the sword peek to look around the corner. Now, the sword peek, if you have not seen my video on it, if you have not seen my tutorial on it, it's better than emoting, and there's lots of reasons why, especially when pushing corners that are on the left side of your screen, so that you can see wide on the right side of your screen, like I was in that moment. I'm going to go ahead and link the tutorial in the description. You can probably also click the screen right now if you're on a device capable of doing so. And the sword peeking is designed for exactly that right there. I could see where he was, and I could see when he began to cross. And because I could see when he began to cross, he's already in the air. He's already committed. Once more, he's playing Blink. He can't double jump to the side. And in this moment where he's committed, I can nail him with as many shots as I want to. He's not going to hit me with shots the same way I can hit him with shots. Even if he had a hand cannon, that's some distance right there, and in-air accuracy always messes up the shots. So I happened to get lucky. He didn't know I was peeking it because I don't put my emote up on the screen. Obviously, the only thing that could possibly be considered is just, lucky timing. You got to be worried about that. If you were to commit crossing in such an open area, or when I could easily come out behind the wall in that moment, just based off luck, or if I was using the sit emote, which doesn't show up on the bottom left, so to speak, but I did the sword, so that also doesn't show up on the bottom left like other emotes do, and he was completely unaware that I was doing this. So it played out in my favor. I got lucky in that moment as well. I mean, once more, I don't want to say I'm outplaying here. I am playing in a way that is getting me here, and I'm just getting lucky along the way as well that he's falling into it. So going ahead and playing right here. I throw the skip grenade, Wish threw an Axion at me. I blinked straight up because I figured I can kind of dodge the Axion or make it explode at a terrible time. It did work out for me. Wish took more damage than I did. I push him a little bit aggressively with the sidearm. I make sure to pop up there. I'm calling out, push this revive, push this revive. We got to make sure they don't get this revive. Sticky grenade thrown, kind of lands on the ground, but ends up putting enough damage that I can backstab Hokage as he's revived, and we just collapse on the carry. So here we are. We're 2 minutes into this. There were only 2 rounds in, and things were going quite well for us. This is I've gotten lucky a couple times. I mean, I'm playing skillfully, but I've this still playing, getting a little lucky. That's how this stuff works. That's how it works at all levels of play. So it doesn't mean I'm outplaying them and I'm that much better than them. Just happen to be playing right and in the right moment. Now, I threw that skipping aid real late, so I knew it wasn't going to chase him. I didn't see it chase him. He backed up out of that. It's now 30 seconds in. Special's getting pulled. We know that they're playing probably shotguns by this point. We start to call this out. We're a little bit worried about this, but we're just seeing which way we want to push the most. I'm playing crouching so that I can kind of be off radar as much as possible. Yetzel does get a stick on their carry. I see that they're over at Catwalk over in the corner rooms. Unfortunately, I could not hide from that Mida. I knew I could not hide from that Mida. I called out ahead of time that I was basically dying. So here we go. Mateen backs out because he was getting some chip damage in there. He's hiding behind the wall, or the table, and Yetzel throws a stick. Perfect. Kind of lucky. What's his face does not see that the stick... I'm going to go ahead and pause right here. 20 seconds. Yetzel did not see that the sticky grenade was... excuse me, not Yetzel. Hokage did not see that Yetzel threw a sticky grenade at him because he was crouching behind the table at the time. He pops back up to peek. Yetzel said it in that moment that he kind of fucked up that sticky nade. That's how he felt. So he happened to get lucky on the throw. It was good. It was smart. I think part of him definitely was thinking, hey, I can kind of YOLO this nade right here. But I think he meant up more that he fucked up the aim, not the timing. And it worked out. Hokage crouched up right back into it. And then Mateen, I say, we got to push in. We got to get him here. And I'm calling it out as I see Mateen making the mistake. Yo, Wish is in the corner. He's baiting you. And Mateen crosses right then. Wish goes for the shotgun melee. Kind of misses it by a hair. Probably because Mateen rushed in so blind. And Wish was probably expecting a more direct to him kind of play. And he does have the shotgun, which, like I said, was the saving grace he would have had, but Wish knew better in this moment. Wish tries to make the best out of the situation. He did not finish Mateen right away, so he goes ahead and looks for the next guy that's going to come out, because Mateen clearly was disoriented enough for at least a few moments that Wish wasn't going to take damage from him, and he gets Yetzel down off the trade. But Yetzel did get some damage in, I believe, and Mateen, this is a moment where he redeems himself after rushing so blindly into Wish. He's playing it calm in this moment. He's just standing there and he's pacing his shots right here. I'm going to go ahead and play right now here at 20 seconds. And he paced the shots as Wish makes his cross. Wish jumped up in the air. That actually sacrificed a lot of aim, I think, because he's just used to playing year 1 and year 2. Maybe he would have done a little bit more if he had not been in the air because of that shotgun stability issue now that we have to deal with in this meta. Now, it is heavy round, so I've got this blade. I've got it before anybody else in the game. I know that Hokage probably doesn't even have it. I know that they're going to challenge over here in Catwalk. I put myself so that I could not be seen from right Catwalk on the table. I'm going to go ahead and slide under this axiom as I blade. That way I can kind of blow it up and go. Now, I knew I stayed weak because of that, so I'm going to go ahead and use this Catwalk here. I'm going to crouch down. I'm going to use the Catwalk right there so that I am not seeing Hokage's right there. The carry gets killed at the same time. So there we go, 2v3. Wish does the best he can in the situation, which is to try to push heavy, basically, because if and get that and then pull back. Because if he let us get heavy, it was basically going to be round over. So he did pull the heavy in time, but he was not able to escape in time. Just a shit situation. So, final round, if we make this clutch up right here. I go ahead and peek right here. This is good peek. I went with the sword first. Normally I just slide first. I don't know. But, oh, I'm going to go ahead and pause. So, this was the round where I said, yes, so you're going to have to hammer here. I want you to hammer before they get their supers, before they get their shutdown. And I said, they're going to team shot you. They're going to team shot you from Catwalk Corner, which is where they have been going the whole time, which is the smartest play to do. And because they know, I know they know, because I know they're better than this. I mean, that they're smart enough for this. There's nothing to be better than in this situation. Smart enough to be able to know that Yetzel's going to pop that hammer and to team shot it appropriately. So they were in position. Yetzel just jumps wide out into the open air, even though I told him exactly not to do that exact thing, and falls because of it. They team shot him perfectly as soon as he's done popping his hammer, and he's out. Hammer gone. That was a big mistake for us, and that's actually a moment where the rest of the game can go completely south because of it. So let's go ahead and play here at 116. Now, I'm trying to get away the best I can. If I got out of that situation, there might have been a little bit more I could do, but Mateen got killed at the same time, so probably not. Unfortunately, I cannot get away. So there we go. They got a point on the board. They got around. Things are not going too hot, but in that moment. And now we've got a lot. You know, now it's anybody's game. Even though we are 4 rounds up, or 3 rounds above them, but up at 4 rounds, we only need to win 1 more. This could be anybody's game. These players know what they're doing, and I'm getting a little nervous because of it. I go ahead and try to pop that skip grenade if they were pushing a little bit wider. They did not put a little bit harder. They did not push as hard as I thought they might, but it's okay. I'm totally fine with using skip grenade as, you know, well, what if? They do throw their skip grenade and I blink away from it. Unfortunately, as I slide back in, I didn't even hear the blade pop because of the dual skip grenades going off. Sounds very much the same, and he plays Invis Blade right into us. Fine. The problem with that play, I'm going to go ahead and pause. The problem with that play is Hokage got 1 kill with Blade. They're pushing in, they're collapsing on us. I have zero clue what Wish was thinking when he popped that Nova. I don't know if they didn't call it out, who popped Blade and who popped, that Hokage was popping Blade. In which case, that's probably if that's what happened, that's Hokage's mistake. And if he did call it out and Wish did know that Hokage bladed, like I said, I don't know what I don't know what Wish was thinking, Nova-ing, when they already had the advantage like that, especially when they're 4-1 down. They need to use every resource as wisely as possible. So that was just maybe some miscommunication. I didn't watch or see their side of the argument. I'm basically spinning it both ways. You know, if Hokage didn't call it out, Hokage should have called it out, because maybe Wish was afraid I had another blade, or that Mateen, maybe he forgot what class Mateen was, which wouldn't have made sense because I wouldn't have had my blade back yet. And if he knew Mateen's class as Warlock, he would have known that we didn't pop the blade. Maybe he also didn't hear the blade though. Maybe that was it. Maybe he didn't hear Hokage's blade popped at all because I didn't hear Hokage's blade popped at all either. So I'm not sure which one of them is at fault. Definitely one of them is at fault for not being the best team player and calling it out, or Wish's, if it was Hokage's fault if he didn't call it out, or if it was Wish's fault and he did hear it called out and he ignored it and he overused resources. That was very not good on their part. Maybe they just had a long day. They're definitely not bad players because of it. They just made a mistake, like everybody at all stages of the tiers of play make. So, moving forward, playing here at 125. So 4-2, they overuse their resources. We know that their carry is a Titan. I do call it out. There it is. We put it together that he must be Hammer. I accidentally slid right into Hokage. Neither of us expected it, so I was able to get away. And Hammer is popped, and we're just running away. I'm just running away. Now, right here, I'm going to go pause. 107. They thought that I blinked up all the way which I would have if I had my Mida out, because it gives the agility bonus. I messed up. I should have either gone more left or used my Mida, because I know this ranging right here. I knew I was going to hit this spot, and I messed up anyway. And they stopped chasing me when they would have had me caught. And they stopped chasing me because I thought I would make it over, and they wanted to just go. They would have thought, like, Invictus got away, let's either cut him off or go for his buddies. And so they go for the cutoff play. So when stuck, I realize that they're making this decision right here, and I turn around, and basically the hammer and both Hokage and Wish have backed up, and I'm calling it out here. I'm calling it out here that they're going for orange box, and that they must be in that area of the map because they ran so far away they're not on my radar, and they are in fact there. So now we have Mateen, who has Storm. Wish and I almost collided there. Wish might very easily could have popped me if he had been more ready for it. Not that that's a mistake on his part, just he wouldn't have expected it. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a shotgun just in case now, so I can be on par on even terms. But I'm going to go ahead around here wide off angle. If they're at Rover, I can see them. I told Mateen, just push when you feel comfortable. And push as soon as you feel it. And so he did. I'm getting chip damage on Hokage. I threw what is it called? Skip nade, just to funnel him out and push him. And he wouldn't have expected the shotgun on my part. So he goes ahead and tries to shotgun me, I believe, in that moment. And I just popped my shotgun early because I obviously could. I had the damage on him and he not on me. So that was the play-by-play, guys. I'm going to go ahead and show the stats here in just a few seconds. And like I said, like, this match does not mean anybody is better than another. And there was some drama because of this, because my girlfriend went into Wish's chat and said GG, and she did it as, you know, as I do with Grenader Jake, as I've done with Dr. Lupo, as I've done with all several other streamers. We say GGs to each other. You know, Grenader Jake has whispered me after matches. Dr. Lupo has whispered me after matches. We make sure to keep things healthy and respectful, and understand that it's not about gloating in these moments. But I'm not going to get too much into the drama. But there's a drama because of this match, and just because of a simple GG and stuff like that. But for the rest of it, I'm just going to go ahead and hold my tongue. This is the whole point about this, is the educational value of everything, really breaking down that match, and as best as possible. Yes, this was, you can say I'm clickbaiting the title. I had a match against Wishy Luck, sure, but the point of doing it is just to get out there and be able to make these educational videos and have people see, like, hey, this doesn't just work against the rabble. This worked against good players too. This and that's all it is saying, these are some things that I did. It worked out in my favor this time, and it can for you guys too. It's things to think about. It's things to keep in your mind, and to improve your guys' gameplay. Things that you can take with you, perhaps. Things that new perspectives to how other players might play. Because once more, this isn't just about how you're gonna play, but maybe other good players that you go up against are gonna play. I happen to luck out this one game. So without further ado, guys, hopefully please hit that subscribe button. I just want to be out there and help people learn and improve, and a lot of people thank me all the time for it. And I'm glad I can be in this position, that I have the time and resources to be able to do this. And I hope you guys recognize that, and I hope you see it at face value, and I hope you guys don't see it as the bragging or gloating that some people try to skew it to be. Like I've said half a dozen times this video, I didn't 100% get lucky. I knew what I was doing, and I was calling out the plays on both teams, like what each team was going to do, and making some wise decisions. And with that skill of making those decisions and the mindset I was in, etc., was able to get lucky enough to get through this game all the same. Once more, like I said, once you hit a certain level of play, once you're up there on the at the top players list, basically, it's all about the time of day and how well you played the individual matches as to who's going to come out on top. And we happen to come out on top this time. That's all it is. So, like I said, guys, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, this has been Invicted TV, and I'm out. Bye. If you guys are looking to support my work, please head over to patreon.com/InvictedTV. You can subscribe for $5 to participate in a monthly giveaway of $50 or more, as well as earn double the chance on Trials of Osiris raffles over on my Twitch. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate the support.